Hello my friends, welcome back to yet another lonely hardcore episode inside of the desert, a place where we can all be lonely together, and this time quite literally. Well, starting off from where we left off last episode, as we found some very useful items and made a very handy cobblestone generator, it's time to make this village a lot safer and also find a way to prevent slime spawning. So it's time to gather some materials and start building a little wall. Let's start by chopping down some of these trees to get as much wood as possible, and of course grab all of the saplings that we can so that we can plant them back and grow even more trees. And now that I think about it, many of these cacti are actually killing all of the slime, so it might be a pretty good idea to add some cacti all around the village, strategically of course, so that we can help all of these slime despawn, if you know what I mean. Alright, let's go grab some cacti, more than a stack should do for now. And now before we start planning out all of the wall, because I have to gather some sand, I think it might be a good idea to grab some water, find all of the slime chunks, dig them one block down, and spawn proof them with water. Awesome, the first hole has been dug, so now it's just a matter of filling it all with water, starting with one side and then the opposite side to allow Minecraft to do the rest. Beautiful, and just like that, one slime chunk should be completely spawn proofed. I have absolutely no idea if this is gonna work, so before doing it all around, I'm gonna test it a little bit by going slightly away and seeing if slime spawn. Alright, it doesn't look like it, my friends, so I think you know what this means. Let's do this all around, starting with the slime chunk right here. Alright, the perimeter has been dug, so now we just have to keep digging. Awesome, the hole has been dug from 2 slime chunks, so now off we go to grab some water and flood everything. One side done, and now the other side. Beautiful, there we go. And now I think we can get rid of all of these slimes and probably break our sword in the process. Well, another 2 slime chunks done, and I see that a huge oak tree has grown. So before we do any more, let's go ahead and chop that down. Oh yes, that's a ton of wood. I usually wouldn't like giant oak trees, but I must say that with this huge lack of resources by playing superflat desert, it's actually a lot of fun. Well, now that we have plenty of saplings, we can probably make this tree farm a little smaller by putting all of the trees closer together. And I'm so happy that no slimes are spawning right here. I can't wait to have done this all around the village. It's gonna make working on projects much easier. Let's just place down the dirt 2 blocks away from one another, and now we can plant the trees. Awesome, this looks much more like a tree farm already. And I'm probably gonna move this far away from the village once I despawn a little more. But now, talking about despawning, let's despawn that chunk right there, starting with the perimeter, and I might do this one simultaneously. So let's make a perimeter here as well. Alright, perimeter done on both sides, so now we can start digging. Alright, one hole dug out, but before flooding it, I wanna add the village bell right here, so that the villagers should have somewhere to gather, cause otherwise they start to wander off and definitely get lost. Alright, now let's flood this hole. One side done, and the other side done as well. So let's work on this one, starting by digging it out. Oh my god. They do hit quite a lot, so I really have to watch out. Much better. And goodbye iron sword. We'll probably have to make a stone one soon. But for now, let's keep digging. Beautiful, the hole has been dug out, so now it's time to flood it. One side done, and now off to the second side. There we go. And with the big side taken care of right here, we should probably spawn proof on the other side as well. And I'm happy to say that there's not a lot of slime chunks. As a matter of fact, just one that I really want to take care of. And if anything on this side, I can get rid of this one as well. So well, my friends, let's start digging once more, and then we can put all of this sand to good use by building a nice little wall. So as always, let's start with the perimeter, so that we can dig everything out and start flooding it. With one side done, and now the second side as well. Oh yes, my friends, only one slime chunk to go. And I'm happy to say that we have so much sand, but I'm definitely gonna need more shovels. 3 should do. Alright, let's get rid of these slimes. Now we can start digging out the perimeter. Now dig out the hole. And I must admit that although slimes are pretty annoying, and I am doing everything to get rid of them, they're actually pretty cute. Just like that, jumping around. Alright, I'm gonna finish digging the hole. There we go. And now I can start flooding it. One side done, and now the other side as well. And it's so much fun to be playing this world without any slimes in the vicinity. And I think that slowly but surely, I'm gonna expand this spawn proofing method wherever we want to go. But for now, this is completely fine. Now before building the wall, I had to get rid of the cobblestone generator right here. And anyways, I wasn't particularly happy with it. So I left some lava right here so that we could build it again in a much better place and also hopefully much more efficient. I'm gonna be using the design by my friend Mysticat, but because I do not have enough iron to make hoppers, I'm gonna have to do with a fully manual farm. But let's look for a nice spot to build it. I think right here should be fine. And let's start building. Starting by making some sandstone, using our handy stone cutter to make some sandstone stairs. layers. I'm gonna place some blocks down where I can put some stairs, waterlog them, and now on a second layer, I can grab this lava and add it right here. Now I wanna craft some slabs and assign the slabs to cover the lava and the sign to prevent the water from spilling out. And just like this, my friends, we have a very beautiful stone generator. Because of the lack of hoppers, it's only half as efficient, but hey, seeing that we do not have a lot of items, it's completely fine for now. And once we build that iron farm, we're gonna be able to make it much better. But now with the cobblestone generator done, let's grab all of the sand that we gathered, convert most of it into sandstone, and some of it into sandstone walls, chisel sandstone, and cut sandstone, and maybe a couple slabs here and there as well. And now let's start outlining this little wall to make this whole village even safer, not only from slimes now, but also for mobs once it becomes night. And I'm also gonna get rid of these pillars so that I can steal the torches on top, burn some of this wood to make charcoal, and use this charcoal in combination with sticks to make even more torches. That once we build the wall, we'll be able to sprinkle all around to make sure that everything inside of the wall is completely spawn-proof. Alright, without any further ado, let's start outlining. And just like this, we run out of sandstone, and we're not really missing much, so let's see if I can make some more. Hopefully this is gonna do, so let's sleep the night and keep building. Alright, and just like this, all of the village has been outlined, and because I used a lot of smooth sandstone here, for the sake of making this wall look beautiful, let me just add some texture here and there. Beautiful, there we go. And now to actually make this wall useful, I'm gonna need plenty more sand to convert everything into sandstone walls, and raise everything up, so that from the outside no mobs are gonna be able to come in. Oh, and this reminds me, I also wanna go ahead and make a couple doors, so that I can access the outside on every direction. There we go, I opened up a lot of pathways so that getting in and out of this village for me won't be too much of a hassle. Well, let's keep putting the walls down, as many as I have. And now that I think about it, maybe it would be interesting to add a little pattern that's different from just the block and the wall. Let's see if I can come up with something nice, but that is also safe, of course. Starting with a wall, a slab, some more blocks. Alright, I think something like this can look pretty cool, and no mobs can jump on it. So let's do that all over this side. Yeah, I think if I'm able to repeat this whole pattern all around, this village is gonna look really cool. But I am gonna need a ton of sand. So first things first, let's gather everything that we can with the bits that are already here. And I also wanna get rid of this wall, because now we have much better plan. And while working without these limes, it's definitely a breeze. Alright, there we go. Now let's add the cut sandstone on top. That's all the cut sandstone that we have. Now let's see how far we can get with these stairs. Perfect, actually all around with some to spare. Now for the slabs, that's as far as it gets. And I wonder if we should actually alternate between sandstone slabs and cut sandstone slabs. And yeah, I actually think it looks much better. So let's do that all around. And actually, now that I look at it, I wonder if we even need the slabs in the middle after all, because it looks pretty cool already. If anything, I think replacing this slab right here with a cut sandstone slab might give it some more texture. So let's do that instead. Oh yes, much better. There we go, I took away all of the slabs. So let's add some more on these sides. There we go. And now we can add the cut sandstone slabs in between. There we go. Now all that's missing right here are the walls. And one side of the wall is completely done. Now on these entrances right here, I'm gonna need some oak planks with some sticks to make some fence gates and some fences that I'll be able to add on the sides, just like so that I can walk out but the villagers can't, nor can the mobs, of course. And just to emphasize the entrances, let's add a nice little archway. There we go. I'm definitely gonna need more sand, so let's spawn-proof some more of these lime chunks to complete this wall once and for all. Beautiful, my friends. I was able to despawn a couple more chunks and get a little bit of sand, so hopefully that's gonna be enough. And I also realized that there's a nice melon right here, so let's grab it so we can make a couple melon seeds, which are gonna come in very handy later on, just in case we need some more food. But now let's drop everything that we do not need, grab everything that we do, convert all of this sand into sandstone, some of it into cut sandstone, and we can use some of this charcoal to also smelt some of it into smooth sandstone. But I think now we're ready to keep working on this wall, starting by putting in the cut sandstone. Perfect. Now I would love to grab some more sandstone stairs by getting rid of some of this farmland temporarily. Alright, this seems to be all of it around the village, so let's put everything that we can and use this smooth sandstone that's melting to convert it into stairs that we can keep placing down. Alright, just missing 9. There we go. So now we can finish adding the stairs. Perfect. Now we can add the slabs, the cut sandstone slabs, and finally just have to add the walls. And as the sun is setting, all of the wall outline is done. So let's go to sleep and work on each one of these entrances, starting by adding some chiseled sandstone with some walls and some fences and some more decoration to make these entrances really stand out. Well, off we go to do the same exact thing on every entrance. Oh, and I just realized that the current design of these entrances kind of defeats the purpose of having a wall. So instead, I'm gonna get rid of the 2 bottom walls and replace them with cut sandstone. This way, nothing can actually walk in. Well, let's keep building. And with this last final entrance, we can finally call this wall done. Wow, my friends, what a crazy amount of work that we did today. Not only did we completely spawn-proof the air around the village, but we also expanded the tree farm and made this village completely safe from mobs. Aside of skeletons, of course, but I guess it's gonna be for another time. Well, with the wall done, my friends, I think it's time to call it an episode. I wanna thank you all so very much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you on our next hardcore episode. If you liked the video, go ahead and subscribe, cause I post videos like this every single week. And of course, it's my YouTuber duty to let you know that if you can support the channel financially, I left some useful links in the video's description. Well, my friends, my name is Lonely, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye bye. And I swear, every single time that I end a video, the sun starts setting. Just in time.